It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this. Push him back. Push him back.
58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic.
I'm on. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Hey, 58 is a mic.
Now Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback. I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Our first carry here for Joe Mixon, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Michael Brocker is in on the stop. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
Here we go. Tonight. 180. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 5.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
3rd and long. It's gone. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. It's a 5-yard pickup that time on what will wind up being the final play of this first quarter.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down.
180. Get him.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Dancing to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Running is Swift. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
That's what we are.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Busting free at the 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield?
180. Check. Two times.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
14. Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Detroit.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Now it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making it. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do.
And now Burrow throw going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And it's up and good.
Score Lions 21, Bengals nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 44-yard line.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game. He's applying it now.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Hey, check. Mike 21. Mike 21.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Value 3.
On second down, Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's get some penetration here.
Out of the gun, Goff. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive.
180. 42. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Here's Swift. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Put that team on the bus.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Smith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
We go, Todd. 180.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
They run out the gun with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Being chased out left. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, 35 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Lions 31, Bengals 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Man, that ain't got enough. Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Mixon with a first down carry. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 33-yard line.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You can't block me.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
3rd down.
Stop back there, huh? Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Looking middle, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2-yard.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Flush to his right. He's going, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
They'll run on first down. Swift. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
They're not in any rush offensively. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Third down. 20. Cover.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight left.
Now it's gone. The open man is Smith. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On first down, it's gone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling, but inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down. And now here is another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles. But defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that. Coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases: offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush
They ain't ready
and
for
never
us.
go back and review. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Today's final score, Lions.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.